Okay, here we go. I have a tea towel. That's one of the things you need to grab, a little tea towel. Because in one of the things that you should be doing pretty much every day, you need a tea towel. And of course, if you don't have a tea towel, you can just use a hoodie or anything like that. Okay, so as we're warming up, I'm actually going to use, so here's my chair. I'm actually going to use just a plain old backpack. See this backpack? This is probably, judging, it might be 5 to 7 pounds, something like that. So I have my tea towel and I have my little backpack. And I say little backpack because it is a little backpack, but it's only about 5 to 7 pounds. You see what I have here? A kettlebell. These are 2 kettlebells. They're 25 pounds each. But I'm not starting off with those. So you might see a backpack sitting on a chair. Okay. You're going to step wide. You're going to start doing this rocking. See what I'm doing? And then I'm going to step forward. About every, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 rocks, I step forward and I come back. Now, when I step forward, I'll turn sideways so you see what I'm doing. And I went over this the other day. So here I go, rocking, yes. I step forward, but what am I not doing? I'm not bending and punching like this. I'm pulling back. So this is our warm up for some pretty extensive carries that we're going to do today. So I'm going to rock again. See that? And when you do this, there's an added little bonus that I'm putting on here that you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you. You see what I'm doing with my foot? And this is especially for Kathy. Pull that toe up. You can put it down, but pull it up. So it's an up, down. It's an up, down. It's an up, down. Where'd she go? You know? Jess? You know where she went? She's fine. Oh, okay. Okay, see what I'm doing? Okay, that was more than 4 or 5. Go forward. Drop. But before you drop, I'm going to put in here in the warm-up one of the most important things that you got to do every day. And what is it? So let's go from that, a step forward. It's this instead of this. So I'm going to turn sideways. So instead of this, we're doing this. You see that retraction? This is a protraction. This is a retraction. Both moves that you should do. However, let's go back to our warm-up mode right here. My tummy's in, my shoulders are down. I'm breathing through the nose. Now I'm going to step forward with the other leg. Now here we go. I'm going to retract. So I'm just going to come down a little, but I'm going to retract. Ear over shoulder, shoulder over hip. That's how you know if you're in the right positioning. And if you start doing this, pull yourself back as you did. Bring that chin in. So it helps to keep your mouth shut. As my husband would tell me, so you knew, Bob, that's a good exercise for you, Jeannie. Keep your mouth shut. Ear over shoulder, shoulder over hip. See, I'm just catching myself a little bit once in a while because I'm staying in here for a little bit and then I come back. Okay. So what does all this, what's the benefit here of what I'm doing? Go back to this move. So it's a toe drop, toe lift, toe drop, toe lift. See that? Toe drop, toe lift. Toe drop, toe lift. And you won't normally do that unless you make yourself do it, unless I'm hammering at you to do the toe up, down, up, down. Then I'm going to step in with the other leg. And what am I going to do? First thing I'm going to do is pull back as I bend my knee. And I'm going to retract here. with my mouth shut, and I'm going to drop. Then I'm going to come up, take a big breath through the nose, retract, down, rib cage up. Okay, now we're going to start opening through here. So, two very simple moves that you can do anytime actually. Push back. See how I push back? Listen, when you get to the point where in order to push back from this position, you do this and you throw your back in order to get the momentum, that's a troubled move, okay? It's a problematic move. So now then, instead of rocking right now, I'm going to step in. I'm going to drop my knee. See that? And I'm going to start thinking, am I protracting or retracting? As a matter of fact, as you're dropping your knee, go ahead. Keep your shoulders back, but bring your head out and then pull back. Bring it out and then pull back. Keep your teeth together. Ear is over your shoulder. Your shoulder is over your hip. As I drop. So yeah, heel cords, foot, calf, here, quad, getting it ready. Step back. Do you see that move that I just did? Okay, let's do it one more time. Stay with me. Step in. And some of you are very cautious stepping out, and you should be. However, you want to go just a tiny bit more than maybe what your comfort level is, and always have your chair that you can put your hand on if you need it. Okie dokie. Do you see that move? That's a very important move right there. Mac's with us now. Come here, Mac. There. Oh, there's Ruby. Oh, geez. She was scratching. Okay, so I stepped out. I didn't do my side to side. Stay with me. When I go into this move, if I take it just a tiny bit more, see, I'm opening right here. So for me, this hip is tightening up, meaning I probably have fluid in that hip. Okay, some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to deal with it. Anyway, it is what it is. Shoulders are down first. Rib cage is up. Tuck the chin. Now reach out. Now protract. See that move? This is a very important move. If you don't want to get into rounded shoulder, hip forward position, you need to know what retraction feels like. Okay, see how I'm coming down? Okay, so now I'm innervating right here. I've got heel cord stretching. Whoa. Then I come back. And the whole time, I'm in a what? Split stance. A split stance for balance. Yeah, that's why you do this where there's a chair or a wall or a counter, something, a pole. I should have grabbed that pole in the garage. And then I'm gonna pull back. Okay, now this is pretty wide. I don't want to do this. Okay, stay down and slide your foot. See, slide your foot. So if you're in this position and you want to go back, don't jerk your back to do it. Now I'm going to grab my little backpack. So if you're going to do this and you don't have a backpack, or you don't want to do a bag, so you have your carry bag. Not heavy. This is probably 5 to 7 pounds. That's all that is. Okay. This is just a bag full of maybe 2 or 3 pairs of shoes for Nancy. That's all that is. See that? So looky here. I'm going to grab this as part of our warm up, and I'm going to put it back on my chair. So if you were doing this with your weights, you know, pick a 5 or 6 pound, grab it, don't bend forward from your back, come down and grab it, and then pull it into you, transfer it. put this down. See that? So I'm going to come back up. I'm going to transfer. I'm going to put it down. So this is all part of starting the loading, warming up, getting our joints to cooperate. See this? When you're doing this little transfer, I'm going to turn this foot out. See that? And I'm going to bend as far as I can that way with this leg straight. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to transfer and I'm going to come right here. See this? So as I'm moving back and forth with a 5 to 6 pound weight or a carry, which can be achieved very nicely with a backpack. See this? Look at the shoulders. Yeah, you keep your shoulders down. And so one of the things that I like to do with free weights, a backpack where it has a handle on the top, a purse, a bag, something you can grip, a bucket. See what I'm doing now? Now I'm pointing that way. I'm pointing this way. Okay? I'm having to balance. I'm moving through the major joints in my body. It's not a hard task, but this kind of crossing over, this kind of shifting weight, every structure in my feet, all the structures in both feet are getting warmed up and they're moving. So when you come into this, see my knee is soft. I'm going to keep my chin retracted. And then when I come here and I come to the center right here, I want you to protract and now retract. Okay? This is setting us up for the next move. Bring your feet back to normal or neutral and then turn this foot out. See that? And this foot is straight. So we got hips moving in all directions. Number one, don't sneeze at some of these little moves that a lot of people would think is very insignificant. When you're having joint issues and or spine issues, neck issues, this right here, this little move that I'm doing with a neck problem, whoa, it would be very big, okay? So I'm keeping my shoulders down, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. See how I transferred? And I just shift a little bit now. See how I'm going to shift into here, right to here, right to there. Then I'm going to come in. And here's the thing that you probably haven't noticed. I don't know what weight you picked up, but the big mistake that a lot of people make when they have 5 pounds or over, actually it could be even less, is they try to extend. I'm not going to extend here with this kind of weight hanging off the end of my lever, okay? I'm going to keep my shoulders down as I transfer. Say rib cage up, breathe in through the nose, keep myself retracted, and I'm keeping my hands and my load close to the body. See how I'm shifting right there? Yeah, you can bend your knee a little bit. It'll go over it a little bit. Yeah, this leg is straight. Take a big breath into the nose. Here we go. One more transfer. Keep it close. Shift. See how I'm shifting in there? Yeah. And bring it back. Okay. Now, so one of the most important moves to do pretty much every day, I like to take people, put them on a wall. Okay? I don't have a wall right here next to me, but I want to touch the back of my head, my shoulder blades, and my butt. Okay? So, this is a protraction, this is a retraction. See that? Take your tea towel, put it right at the base of your neck. See that? And I'm going to step wide here. I'm going to soften my joints. Okay? And now what I want to do is press down on my shoulders And I want to press back with the back of my head, pulling down on the tea towel and lift my chin just a little bit as I drop my head back. Take a big breath and then come forward. Make sure you do this with a wide stance or have a seat. So if you struggle with balance, I don't even want you doing this move standing up. I want you to sit down, okay? So put that in there. If you're pretty good and you're pretty stable with a wide stance, my knees are bent, see that? I got my tea towel at the back of my neck. I'm gonna drop my shoulders and I'm gonna pull my head back into a real retraction, and then I'm just gonna lift my chin, that's it. And I'm pulling down with my hands. Take a big breath through the nose, should feel pretty good, and then you come back. Okay, do this sitting down again if you have a problem with anything like a balance issue. Okay, I am going to use this for the next one that I want you to do. So this is leading into, we've already started doing some loading, light loading, shifting, balancing. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put this right here and then I'm going to put this right here. So if you don't have a pole, just use your tea towel. So when you get it back down to here like we just did, all I want you to do now is pull your shoulder blades together. See, I want to pull my shoulder blades together, or try to, not that you're going to, but you act like you're trying to touch your elbows together. Okay, that's a scapular retraction. So you're trying to pull your shoulder blades together. Okay, really pretty hard. Pull them together. Then you bring it up, 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 up. And then you come down. Yeah, we're gonna do that one more time. So this time, I'm going to choose to do a split stance with the feet down. You can go wide, or you can just stand there. Just make sure that you're in good neutral position. So now I'm gonna come up. And so what do I wanna make sure? Remember the very first move I did in this whole thing today? I cautioned you about doing this. So as I'm in my split stance, number one, it's going to be wide. I'm going to bring my pole, my tea towel, back behind me. It could be a golf club. It could be a broom. You get the idea. It could be a stick, a garden pole. So my shoulders are down, but I'm not going forward is the point. My heels are both down. My knee is bending and I'm really pulling my shoulder blades together. I'm trying to almost like act like I'm going to touch my elbows together. See that? So big breath, pull, bring them back up and around. Now do that shoulder roll back, shoulder roll forth. Again, my heel is down right now. I'm getting a big, really nice flex in my heel cords, especially in the back leg, and come back. Then you're going to step back. Now, when you step back, unless I point it out, people will go back really hard and then they jerk their back. So what you want to do is just drag your toe. See that? And come back. Make this mechanism help you have a better form. Okay, step the other leg out. So I'm going wide, even though it's a split stance. So what I mean, I'm not doing tandem. See, if you do this, it's going to be very challenging, which is fine. Do that, but make sure that you're at a wall or something that you can right yourself. Always safety first. But I'm not doing a tandem because I'm focusing up here. But I want to do this compound move. So instead of going tandem, I'm going to do a split stance, but I'm going wide. That's what I mean by wide. And then I drop my knee, but I do not lift my heel in the back. Wow. Yes, right there. So here I'm going to go again. So tight, tight, just braced. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose if possible. Dropping your shoulders, retracting. Here we go. I'm gonna go right down as far as I can, and then I'm gonna do what? Pull those elbows together. Yes. So, okay, this is your homework. You have to do this 3 times every hour. I'm not kidding. Woo. This has your name all over it. Pull those elbows together. Like really try to pull them together. Keep your heel down. Take a breath. Take a breath. Somebody's coming to your door. Pull the elbows together. Come back up.
Yeah.
And come back down. Okay? So this should be talking to you right now. Yeah? So now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna come out of this. I don't want to hurt my back. So I'm going to just slide. See that? That's a big deal, y'all. Big deal. Okay. Okay. Now, here's my little backpack. See that? It's right here in my chair. I'm going to put my knees right here at the front of my chair. I'm going to put my hands right here. See, my heel is right at the small of my back. Okay. Release the tummy. Okay, just release the tummy right now. Release the butt. So we're going to do back hyperextension. Staying in contact with my chair because I don't want to drift anywhere. Okay. So I have a as wide as the chair inside of the chair. That's how wide you want your feet. And you put your heel of their hands right here, drop your shoulders. And now I want you to push your hips forward, but don't tighten your butt. Okay? So this little move right here, for people who have had spinal stenosis diagnosis or osteoporosis or they tweak their back, and especially if you've had tight hips leading into a hip replacement or now with a hip replacement, doesn't matter. This is such a good move to help you. So you're pushing your shoulders again back. As you push your heels in, you're just pushing back as hard as you can, but you want to hang out here for a few minutes, okay? Take a big deep breath through your nose. This is a great time to turn your chin onto your shoulder, forward, chin onto your shoulder, forward, chin onto your shoulder. Now, come out of that hyperextension, and you're going to come straight into hands on the chair, feet on the floor, at least shoulder, hip. Push your shoulders way up, and you're going into a mad cat and a camel move. See that? So when I go into the camel move, I don't want to lift my chin. I just want to lift through the neck, shoulders, and the head. Then you bring it back down and you push up into a mad cat. Really round your shoulders, round your back. So why is it okay to do this now? Because you're unloaded is the point. And this move, we've done many times in the class, but I just want to point out that this is a really beneficial move for your spine, your hips, your knees, your shoulders, your back. See, I'm just coming up here. I tighten into the tummy. I go into a mad cat. Then as I come back down, I'm going to shine my tail lights, bring my head up, take a big deep breath, in through the nose, and then come back in. Come back in, come back in, step back. Now you know the backpack we started with? Grab your backpack again. Okay? Okay, right here, see this? This is my 5 to 7 pounds, all right? 5 to 7 pounds, I'm gonna bring it up. Okay, now how did I do that? Okay, I pushed the back of my hand, hold it up, and I kept my elbow very close, okay? Big mistake to throw your elbow out here and try to lift like that. So keep your elbow in, bring it up. See how I turn my hand? I transferred, I bring it back down. See that? So I'm gonna come up, okay? And I'm gonna bring it back down. Now at the same time that I'm doing this, I'm gonna start to load much more, because what am I gonna do? I'm gonna shift, and I'm gonna go to the toe, and then I'm gonna pull the toe up. So this is a really good one for people wanting to work on ankle issues, leg issues, balance issues. So I have my 5 to 7 pounds. It could be my weights. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna go to my toe. I'm going to pull the toe up. I'm gonna do several little taps. See this? Don't take your hip out right here. See, I'm holding this right here. 5 to 7 pounds, could be 8 or 9. See, it could be 4. See this? So I'm not lifting here. I'm lifting the toe. See that? I'm going back to a kickstand and up multiple times as I'm holding this here. Yeah, take a breath. Hang on. Just hang on. Don't lift your leg. Lift your toe right there. Keep your other knee soft. And bring it back. Bring it down. And transfer. I know we were holding it this way, when typically you're used to holding this way. My palm was down, which is going to be on this side. Okay, so I'm right here. And I'm going to just go to my toe. See that? I'm going to bring my hand up with my palm down. It's close to me. See, my elbow is right next to me. Say rib cage up. Breathe in through the nose. Go to that toe. Now soften that knee of the other leg. Okay? Tight tummy. Drop your shoulders, holding it right here. Now I'm gonna just lift my toe. See, I'm not lifting my leg. That's the big difference here. The knee is bent here a little. Big breath. Try to hold your balance and keep the toe up as long as you can. Okay? Try to get 1001. So this side is my challenge side, I'm telling you. Keep your elbow in, elbow in. Take a big breath. Here we go. Bring that toe up. Try to get 1001, 1002, 1003, and then put it down when you want to put it down. Here we go. Big breath. Hang on. Tight tummy. Drop your shoulders. Woo. Try to hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Get that toe up. Get that toe up. Get that toe up. Yeah. Just a couple more. Here we go. Breathe. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Keep that knee from locking. Here we go. 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 And down. Whoa. I know. Okay. Step wide. So I'm right here. I got my small weight, which could be 5 to 9 pounds right here. See how I'm going to just do a little swingy here? So what am I doing? I'm moving from my shoulders. I'm not doing anything at my elbow, nothing at my wrist. In fact, the little handle, I got my fingertips on that. And I get the motion going from my shoulders. You got to step wide. Okay, your feet might be turned out a bit. That's good. That's okay. I'm hip hinged, and I'm just doing a little swing through. And you can do this with your free weights. What you do is you just hang on to them like this. See? or you could hold them like this. Okay, either way it will work. But here's the deal. Anybody that has been diagnosed with osteoporosis and or you have shoulder issues, I want you to really follow my instructions right now. Okay, this right here, low level, swinging from the shoulder, keeping my shoulders down, working properly. I'm not trying to lift anything. It's a swing through, it's a momentum move. And you might say, well, what's so good about that, Jeannie? Well, whenever that I hang on to it, like right here, if I weren't stabilizing through my back, my vertebrae right there, my hips, my whole core, this thing would fly off in front of me. So I'm using this kind of a swinging motion to really facilitate muscle and bone load in a healthy way through my shoulders, all my vertebrae, especially through the middle part of the scapula, right through the middle back, right where the scapula meet. Okay, a couple more times. Stay with me, stay with me. Keep your shoulders down, very important. Do not take those shoulders out. Breath, big breath. Breath through the nose, a couple more. Yeah. And you're bouncing from toe to heel, my knees are soft. Right through the spine, right through the vertebrae, right there. Yeah, it's quite a few swings with a lighter weight. I might try to work somebody up to 100 swings at a time. I know it. Lighter weight, more repetitions. I know, Kathy's counting. I know, we're up there. Take a breath. Stay with me, stay with me. Okay, 10 more. Big breath. Big breath, stay with me. Keep your shoulders down. Breath through the nose. Keep your chin tucked. Yeah, don't look up. Keep your chin tucked. Couple more. Okay. Okay, bring it back. So now I'm gonna put this right here where you can see it. I'm not done with it. I'm gonna use it, fell over. Now, that should have built up quite a bit of good muscle tension in that upper back. So you're gonna take your hands like this, and you're just gonna turn. And if you wanted to, you could grab that tea towel again, and that will help you measure, okay? So it's like this, and it's like this. So a lot of the moves that I'm doing today is trying to help counter what I call travel fatigue. So when you had to be sitting, I don't care where you're sitting. I don't care if it's at a roller derby game, a ball game, in a car, in a trip, at church, in a meeting. So a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is trying to counter today, is trying to counter meeting fatigue. So you see what I'm doing? I'm getting little tiny turns at the ankle. I'm not turning them. I'm holding my ground, number one. My knees are soft, number two. But I'm turning around the waist. See? So see, I get a little turn here, which is good, not too much. A little turn here, see? So it's very good, beneficial, small moves to help you recover from that swing that we just did. Now, if you were getting really tired at the end of that swinging, we'll just have fun for the rest of the time here, because we're gonna go heavier, not that many swings. But I wanted you to get the mechanics. I will revisit that because it's such a beneficial thing. Because if you have joint issues, you can't just do everything that you used to do. That's just not gonna happen. But you have to get adequate loading. And so that swing down with a lighter weight is one of the ways to do it. Okay, here's my chair. See? I would have a pole I just forgot to get it. But most of us need a pole, or we need a wall or something that we can hold on to. This might be a lot. I've done this before because many times I try to incorporate this move almost in every class, but this is one of those moves that if somebody can get easily their leg to this position, 90-degree bend right here, and bring it up repeatedly, those people do so much better with their balance, with their mobility, and every parameter measurement of mobility. So now I'm going to go one arm, one leg, one arm, one leg. And I'm going to drop my shoulders, and I'm going to do that retraction. You might have to get a gauge again on, okay, where am I at with my neck? So do a protract, then go a retract, and then you'll go, oh, that's where I'm supposed to be. So here I am here, and then here I am here. See that? Okay, so as I shift, lift, shift, lift, shift, lift. So as I go into this very controlled move, what I want you to pay attention to is our propensity to do a little cheater move, which is turn the toe out, lean the leg in, and slide that thing in there. See that? This is a cheater move, okay? What I want you to do is bring it totally up and then come down. See that? Now lift the toe and back. Now, if this is too high, then you go to the lower rungs, okay? You go here. That's perfectly good. What's not perfectly good is if you're thinking, oh yeah, I can get all the way up there, and you do this thing. Don't do that thing, okay? So I'm gonna go up and up and up and up. Now I want you to burn this little move into your brain, because we're gonna do some moves like this with a very heavy load. It could be you if this lighter weight was fine for you, then use that. Don't go heavier. That's fine. But what actually should you be shooting for? I would like for somebody to, with control, do this move, three sets of 10. Yeah. That's what I would like to see happening. Because your tummy is super tight, your shoulders are down, you're practicing a really good neutral posture in this move. And notice, I can tell you that this leg on me, my knee replaced side and the hip that's giving me problems, I know, I tend to want to cheat. See, I know why you want to cheat. I know this. See, because it's more difficult. And so you want to turn it. So I'm telling you, don't turn it. Just go lower. See, going lower is perfectly acceptable. Okay? But then you've got to get the repetition in. I don't care if you put your music on and do a little dance with it. This is a very important move, and I'm doing a lot of them with no weight, because I'm fixing, that word means I'm getting ready to lift a heavier weight with this, okay? And you can do one hand, then the other hand. Okay, so now I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna pick up my heavier kettlebell. So what these are, this one's 25, and this one's 25. That's a lot, okay? So I'm gonna start with my 25-pound kettlebell. So what could this mean to you? Well, those weights that many of you have purchased, yeah, you just put it at the highest level that you can handle as you grip it, one of them, because we're gonna do one. So you pick that up, grip it, bring it here to the center, And see, I have mine like this. So those are wide. So you couldn't have it like this, but you can have it like this. See this? And you can lace your fingers together, however you need to do it. This is all we need to do. Now I'm going to go into, because this is heavier weight now, it has to do with, the swing has to do with your hips. See, I'm going to push my hips to get the lift at the end. Not hard. And for some of us with hips replaced and newly replaced, just do the lighter one. And we're going to go through this, such a good move, but you can get too heavy. So see, I'm going to go like this, and that last move, I don't get the lift from my shoulders. I get it from my hips. I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm stepping wide. Any bending I do is through the hip, as I come down, and I just pendulum this back, and then I push my hips forward and squeeze through the butt, right there. Keep my chin tucked, push, push. See, I'm not lifting. Take a breath, push, push, push the hips, squeeze the butt. Yeah, stay with me. Big breath through the nose. You're not lifting through the shoulders. You're just stabilizing. And that is the art of this really big move of kettlebell or a heavier weight. It is stabilization right there. Breath, hips, hips, now squeeze. Hips, now squeeze. Hips, now squeeze. Breath, breath. Okay, just 8 more. 2, stay with me. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2 more, 2 more. Right there. Okay. Step wide. Here's the chair. Step wide. Here's the chair. See what I'm doing? Toes pretty forward. They could be out a little. But I'm going to push my butt back. Reach over here. Come back up. Push my butt back. Reach over here. Push hips forward. Take a big breath. Push my butt back. There. And on this one, push. Then the hips go back. And your chin is tucked. You do not jump your chin out or your head out. This is where that very first move in this class comes in big time. Keep that chin in retraction. You're going to push the butt back. Keep the chin in retraction. Okay? Ear over shoulder over hip. And every time I come here to touch my chair, I go a little further. Okay? Take a breath. Shoulders down. Chin is retracted. So I'm pushing my hips forward. It's a little hyperextension. Then I release. And I go way over here. Breath. Push back way over here. Keep the chin tucked. Here we go. Push back way over here to the chair. Hips forward. Now they go back. Way back here. Okay, now sit back. Sit back, sit back. Both hands go to the back of the chair. Drop your chin. Ears should be at your biceps. And right here, while you're sitting back into your heel, one toe comes up, the other toe comes up. One toe comes up, other toe comes up. One toe comes up, other toe comes up. Keep your hands to the back of your chair. Bend your knees. One toe up, other toe up. One toe up, other toe up. Keep with it. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Drop your chin. Toe up, toe up, toe up, toe up. Come back into the elbows at the chair. Bend one knee. Roll way into a groin stretch here. Then you come to center. Elbows are on the chair. Rotate. Way down. Roll that foot. So you're going right into the groin. Big stretch. And then come back center. Big deep breath. Okay? Now I've got my hands on, my elbows on the chair, excuse me. I'm going to step back. Put my feet together. And I'm going to drop into a high controlled plank. And I'm going to hang out here for just a second. Okay, don't let your head drop. Big breath. Now push the butt up. Then come right back to the neutral plank. Don't go too far. We're going to do that in a minute. Here we go. Hold on. Just hang out with me just for a second or two. Take a big deep breath. You can drop your heels back and forth. See how I'm pushing my heels back and forth? Keep your tummy tight. Keep your tummy tight. Keep your tummy tight. Okay, come up and push back. Okay? Now, bend those knees and help yourself up. Okie dokie? Take a big deep breath. Now we're going to do one of the most important things that you should do every day. I'm going on down the list. We're down to like about 5 or 6 now. We've done them mostly. So this time, because I don't have a wall, I'm just going to use my little chair. And here's my little kettle, 25-pound kettlebell. So here's my chair. So I'm going to start right here. See, with my toe right at my heel. See that? Then I'm going to go back. But I'm not going to go back. Okay? I'm going to stay pretty much right here, pushing my knee forward. See that? Yeah, I can go back further, but I want you to bend the knee in the back. See that? You should really be feeling that through the Achilles. I think of Bonnie. I don't know if she's on yet. I need to look. This is yours. See this? We did a bunch of other ankle and foot type things to leading up to this. And then I come up. I don't want to just hold on there too long. So after I do the first bend of the knee, then take a big breath, get my line, ribcage up, pushing down on the chair. Don't push forward. But if you're at a wall, you know, that's a good thing. See how I stepped back? Yeah, I just stepped back 1 foot. Just the length of 1 foot. See that? But I didn't lean forward is the point. My knee here is in the same position, but this step back, whole nother foot. Okay, now, as I really press into the heel, I'm going to press my knee forward to the chair, and I'm going to like do a back bend type thing. I'm going to keep my chin in, and I'm just going to open the chest. I'm going to do it one at a time. So as I'm pushing in, I'm going to be opening with my whole arm, my whole chest structure, keeping my chin tucked. Take a big deep breath. Big deep breath. And bring it back. And now I'm going to bend that knee in the back as much as I can. And those of us with joints replaced, or if you've had multiple ankle turns, wow, this is a big one. But it's a very important one to add pretty much every day. Pretty much it's one of those required moves. Keep you mobile. Okay, now it's a big step, right? How am I going to get back in without jerking my back out of the place? I'm going to sneak. See that? I'm going to sneak. See that? Yeah, you just sneak it in. Take a big deep breath again through the nose. I hope some of you are really getting on to this nose breathing stuff. It's very beneficial. Okay, first of all, I put my leg forward to the chair. See that? I'm going to drop my shoulders. See, we're doing a little recovery. Some of you think this is the end. Oh no. We have some carries to do. Here I go. So I'm going to step back a little. See this? It's a little. My toes are forward. That's the most important thing. Shoulders down, toes forward. Okay. Then I'm going to bend my knee toward the chair a little. Then I'm going to bend my back knee. So this is where you really are able to get into the bend of the ankle. If you go really far, the ankle's going to bend anyway. But this is going to facilitate those heel cords really getting stretched. And you can release it, then go back into it. Make sure your toes are forward. Your shoulders are down. Breathing in through the nose. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Hang on, 5, 4, 3, hold on, 2, 1. Okay, come off of that. No, don't change anything. You ready? I'm going to step 1 foot further back. Okay? 1 foot further back. So now I'm going to do that hyperextension. Not by lifting my chin. No. I'm going to keep in that retracted state. So retraction, and I'm going to push the front knee forward while I keep my heel down and back. Okay, I'm not really bending my knee now in the back, but I am doing a gentle hyperextension. Okay, and then I'm going to open the other arm. Open it. Take a big breath, pull that chin back. Open it, keep the pressure on. Big breath. Hang out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it in, little tiny steps to coming in, okay? All right, you guys have your free weights. I'm gonna be doing 25 and 25. That's a lot. I'm used to doing the 36 actually, almost 40, with my weights. So what I want to challenge you with, if you're able to, number one, I just pick up one at a time. See this? See, as I approach this is 25 pounds sitting right there, okay? I'm gonna come right here, I bring it in, and then I push through my heels and I come up, okay? Then I'm gonna come over here and pick up the other one. So here it is, I'm gonna step wide. See that? Push through the hips, grab it, push through the heels, and I'm up. So now I have 25 and 25. And I'm doing my carry. See this? So I'm gonna do a little box. I'm gonna step 2 or 3 steps over here. I'll move the chair back. It's very light. I can move it. Okay. And I'm gonna walk back here. And I'm gonna turn, take 2 or 3 steps. And I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually 3 steps. I counted each step. Then I'm gonna just make a little circle. I'm gonna drop my shoulders. And I'm carrying 50 pounds at the point. So this is a farmer carry. Some people call it farmer carries. Tandem carries. Tandem carries would be, you would be staying in a straight line. So you would be like trying to balance like this and then do 1 foot over the other and 1 foot over the other. Breath. And you're trying to maintain shoulder down and shoulders down. Chin is tucked. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a bend and place them right there. See that? Open. Yeah, get your hands to recover a little bit. Big breath. Good. And I might go down and pick this load up more than once or twice, but it could be, I try to do it 10 times. So I'm right here, I'm coming down. I could do 1 at a time. 1 at a time is fine. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, push back, tighten. Here I am. right here, push into the heels, right there, squeeze your butt. And then you walk around a little bit, okay? And you pay attention to how you're carrying, what your shoulders doing, where's my chin? Am I limping, am I leaning? I know what my challenge side is, it's my hip replace side. Take a big breath. But the point is you wanna spend a few minutes against a load. That's the principle. Whether you do it with kettlebells or weights, a backpack, buckets of soil, whatever. Get some load in there and spend anywhere from 3 to even 10 minutes walking around with it. And you notice I didn't say 10 minutes all at once. You might do 1 or 2 minutes, put them down like this. Take a breath, shake out your hands, go back down, push the butt back, chin is tucked, bring them in close. Right there. Squeeze your butt. And you're walking. Take a breath. And you're walking. Take a breath. Now I'm purposely trying to push more into my knee replace side because I just, have to work and try to equalize that out. Many of you with hip replace, knee replace, you know what I mean. Okay, take a breath. At the very end now, I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put them down, shake out my hands, step back, go right here, grab my shoulder, bring my elbow up, and bring it right here, okay? And then come down and down. I'm gonna go right here, take a breath, bring my elbow up, right here to my ear, and bring it down, okay? Bring those hands back, and here we are, shifting right where we started. See this? See this? Little recovery. So it was a warm up, it was a recovery. See that? Toe, toe tapping. Toe up, toe down. Reach, toe up, toe down. Toe up, toe down. And I'm gonna give myself a hug. Get my shoulders. Take a big deep breath. Right here. Then I'm gonna come right here and straighten my legs. And I'm gonna let these stretch all the way through, but I do not straighten my legs until I'm down. Okay, keep your chin tucked. Go down as far as you can. Pull your toe up, pull your toe up, pull your toe up. Bend the knees, elbows on the knees. Take a big breath. Do the nose, heels, and you're up. Whoa. Okay. I hope you got those carries okay. Those were heavy. 50 pounds. Woo!